Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have a little bit of an embarrassing bit of news to share. As I was editing the video that you were about to watch, I accidentally deleted 5 or 6 video segments. Those video segments included our materials getting delivered, our big lumber order, some photos of the doors and the windows coming in, as well as 3 or 4 time-lapse videos of Ali and I actually doing the work. So this video was a really good video. It is still a really exciting video. You're about to see this place actually start looking like a cabin. Walls are going up and everything. So, but I wanted to come on and just share this real quick video in case there's some lapses in the video that don't make any sense, or I say something in the intro that I had previously filmed about, hey, you just saw a video. Sorry, you didn't get to see the video, but this is a really good video. I suggest watching the whole thing. It's pretty exciting. We're pretty proud of this work that we did. So that's it. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to the channel. As you saw from the intro, all of our lumber has arrived. Our big lumber shipment. All of our roof panels, our ridgepole, picked up the door, finally got the big windows, went and picked those up for the sides of the cabin. They're gonna, like, the whole side of the cabin is going to be a window. So it's all here. Every single piece of material that I need to build this cabin is here. It's so exciting. If you've wondered what I look like in the morning, this is it before I shower. Curls come out. I did try to tame the mustache, but it's going crazy, so who knows. But this is me, and I wanted to get started early. The sun isn't barely even up yet, so got to be careful. I don't make too much noise for the neighbors. But yeah, we're getting ready to build some walls, but before we do that, there's a lot of math that needs to be done to prep before we can build. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Remember my prop from a 3rd or 4th episode? I don't remember what it was. This is basically what a stud wall looks like. You got a bottom plate, that's what it's called. You have a top plate, and in most situations you actually have another top plate, so you have a double top plate. This top one usually extends beyond the end so that it can tie into a wall going this way or a different wall. So this is kind of like the one that ties it all together. These are all made out of 2x4s. This material is 2x4s. And as we've talked about a couple times, but it's worth mentioning again, 2x4 is not the dimension of this. It's the dimension of what the lumber was when it got to the lumber yard before it got turned into this beautiful material. The actual width, so the whole point is that it's 2 inches this way by 4 inches this way. Felt like there was a bear behind me. But what you actually have is, I don't know if you can see that, these are 3.5 inches wide, not 4, and 1.5 inches in depth. So what you actually have is a 1.5 by a 3.5, not a 2x4. When you are doing the planning for your stud wall, you have to account for this and this if you're going to put full sheets of plywood, which we are, on the outside. Plywood's 4 feet wide by 8 feet long. We are standing it up long ways, so we need to go that full 8 feet. And so when I'm cutting my 2x4s for the inside of this, I need to subtract this measurement, I need to subtract this measurement, and I need to subtract my top plate measurement. So 1.5 and 1.5 is 3, plus another 1.5 is 4.5. But in our circumstance, so that we have water runoff and we complete that whole vapor barrier system that we talked about last time, we're actually gonna hang our plywood, our T111, down below the level of our wall by another 3 inches. So that gets us to 88.5. So all of these studs that are going on the inside all need to be cut to 88.5 inches. They are a full 8 feet long, which is 96 inches. So we need to cut all the tops of those off. I've set up a station here by the house instead of going back in the woods where I don't have electricity. And I'm gonna just cut a whole bunch of them, and then we're gonna take them back in the woods. So the next step is to mark out our studs. Just like our floor, our wall is also gonna be 16 on center. So we come to our 16-inch mark. We have our top and our bottom. We're gonna do them together. We go 3/4 of an inch on one side and 3/4 of an inch on the other side. Then we go to 32. Try to do this with my left hand so you can see it. 3/4 of an inch on one side, 3/4 of an inch on the other side, and so on all the way down. And then we come through with our speed square and we mark both studs. We do these together, making sure the ends are flush. And so on and so forth. And that is our 16 on center, and that'll be the whole length of our wall. And then when we come in to actually build our wall, we'll lay our 2x4s inside those lines, and that way we know that our wall is straight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wall. This is not nailed together. It's just dry fit to make sure everything worked okay. I want to show you each one of these are where our 16 on center marks were. And those go all the way to the top. But what are these right here? JT and JB. No, that's not a country music. And what is that right there? That is called a header. When you cut out a spot for a window or a door, you lose the integrity of that top plate. That top plate is meant to hold up the weight of the roof. And when you cut out a big hole in a wall, you lose that integrity. So what you do is you take, in our case, a 2x6, you turn it on its strength side, which is vertical, and then you nail it from the sides there. If you notice a little piece of something in between those two, that's just a spare piece of drywall I had. A lot of guys will actually nail a sheet of 1/2-inch plywood or a piece of 1/2-inch plywood in between. I didn't have any. A lot of people just use a spacer like that. And the reason is, remember, these are only 1.5 inch wide, but our wall is 3.5, so 1.5 inches, so they equal 3 inches, but our wall is 3.5, so you need that space in there. So I'll remove that once we nail everything. But holding up that header, and then there'll be cripple studs will go up there. That's what those are called. And then the side, this is called a jack stud. So we got a jack stud holding up our header and a jack stud holding up the bottom of our window. And those are to support those, that weight of that. And then our cripples and the header will hold up our wall at the top. So backing out a little bit, who are JT and JB, not the JT and JB Country Brothers. That is the jack tall or top and the jack bottom. And so we still keep our 16 on center, just like we need to, because that's the best way to keep the support. So this might look like overkill, but it's not. But yeah, that's it. We are ready to nail. Unfortunately, it's raining, but the work must go on.
Are you recording?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was not the show. What you signed up for, I think, is what's about to happen right now. Ready?
Yep.
You are pulling towards yourself.
Okay. So back to the office.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, we're ready at this point.
Step on it.
You have all the weight, so.
Okay.
Ah! I'm a professional.
Is it flush? Oh, this isn't. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Butterfingers. You get excited.
No. Sure. There we go.
Oh, I got a ways to kick it.
Not too much. All right, that'll work.
Okay.
You got all the weight?
Yep.
Yeah. Number 2.
Hold on this. Okay.
Walk it up.
Oh, well, buddy, wiggled. They're pretty tight.
All right, you got it.
Okay. Can I pick it out?
Number 3!
Well, I really wanted to get all 4 walls up today. I did not. We worked pretty hard, but the sun's getting ready to set. It's not quite golden hour, but it's getting there. We got 3 walls up though. Pretty proud of us. That math just took longer than I wanted it to. I kind of thought I had it all figured out, and then just figuring out the rough openings versus the regular openings with the windows, and same thing with the door. Just took a little longer. I also didn't anticipate how long it would take to carry, 40 or 50 2x4s back into the woods. But it's in there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to work tomorrow, so I figured I'd wrap this video up now. And worst case scenario, we get an extra little bit of time and I throw you out a bonus video. So we'll see. For now, I'm pretty happy with what we did. Yeah, not much else to say. I'm pretty exhausted. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you. We are 22 people away from hitting 100 subscribers. So if you know any friends that want to watch some Irish guy and his Irish wife, my mom will tell you that I'm Swedish. Don't let her tell you. Don't let her fool you. But if you want to watch us build a cabin in the woods, tell your friends. Help us get to 100. Because it's kind of my milestone. That's kind of it's my personal goal. If nothing else happens and I get 100 views, YouTube was worth it. Or 100 subscribers, sorry. Hopefully I've gotten more than 100 views. Anyway, I'm rambling, as I tend to do at the end of the day when I'm tired. Thanks, appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me if you liked it. And catch you on the flip side.